let's talk about customizing Reaper. You can customize a lot of things about Reaper. I try not to do it too much in the videos because I don't want people to get confused. But basically, you can change between these three different themes, which are more kind of related to old versions of Reaper. But you can also go to Theme Adjuster, change the color scheme. This becomes more obvious when you're actually coloring things. But so there's that, and you can change all kinds of stuff. Global settings, track control panel. These are the items that show up here. You can control. Some of these things we'll come back to later. But you can see how there's some default settings where you have things that are hidden, which you can unhide. Just to give you an example, over here, if you look at this, it says if mixer is visible, the routing button, we'll talk about the routing button later, but the routing button is hidden. Okay, this is what it means. So if I uncheck that, now the routing button shows up here, even if the mixer is visible. Okay, so this is why I try not to change this from the default, because then you might see a button that shows up here and you go, wait a minute, mine doesn't show a button. All of these things can be customized. So I do want to show you also how you can work with actions. So actions is a very, very large topic, but let's just say, for example, that we want to be able to change a track color quickly to a random color. Now you could do this by right-clicking and saying track color set to random color, okay? And you could do, let's say you select the whole thing, you right-click, you say track color set to random color. So everything will be selected to a random color, okay? And this will be based on your color scheme. But you can also assign it a shortcut, basically. So you can go to show actions list, and over here you can just search, let's say, random color, okay? And let's see, item, we want track set to random colors, not to one random color, because that would change all of it to one random color, but we want it to be different colors in this case. So we click on that, and then we see that there's no shortcut created. So I'm going to create one. I'm going to call it, let's say, Shift R. And let's see if it's taken by markers. Yeah, let's do a different one. Let's do Option R maybe. Oh, come on. Surely there's one that's not taken. Maybe I'll do Control R. You can override it, but there we go. So Control R will be our shortcut for set to random color, set track to random color. So I can close this now, and now if I choose any of these, I can do Control R, and every time I repeat it, it'll randomly pick a color. And I could do this for the whole group, and I could go R, 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 and they all could keep shifting to different random colors, okay? You can also change the color of the item itself instead of having matching. Let's say you have two items, you want one to be a different color, you can do that too. So yeah, you can choose item take colors. You can change it to one custom color, one random color. Let's say you could do it that way as well. So there's ways that you can organize things. Right, so good. So that's it. You could search. I mean, if there's certain functions that you're interested in that you want to experiment with, you could search them here. You could pretty much do anything. You could do all kinds of stuff. You can even create actions that are a combination of different actions, but without getting too complicated. You could do kind of like with Finale. You could do the same thing in several different ways in Reaper, as is the case with these kinds of programs. So good.